Hi Aquarius, this is your February 2016 horoscope with me, Lada from astrolada.com. For anyone who has their ascendant, sun or moon in Aquarius. My ascendant is in Aquarius, so I love doing those predictions for Aquarius, for Leo, where my moon is as well, for the sun in Aries. But anyway, what does February hold for you? And I will start first for a much bigger outlook for the next 6-7 months for your Aquarius. Because I'm going to talk about Mars being in your 10th house. And Mars will even be retrograde in your 10th house. Usually Mars just zooms through quickly whizzes through the 10th house for about 2 months. Makes you very energized there. But this time it will be much longer in your 10th house, in Scorpio. And it will be also in your 11th house for part of this period, but I'll talk about Mars becoming retrograde in your 11th house next month in March. But now I want to talk, so you know, to be prepared for the next 5-6 months, how Mars can manifest while it's so long in your 10th house, and when it comes back again from June, July. So it's all about energizing your career. Because the 10th house is one's career, and 10th house is one's reputation. So you have a unique chance once every 17 years when Mars gets retrograde in your 10th house, the 10th sign from your ascendant on the moon, to really with personal perseverance and personal willpower to prove and to improve, to prove your authority, or to perfect it, to take it a step higher on the social ladder notch. And Mars is the planet of innovations. Mars wants new decisions. Mars wants pioneering actions, wants fearless taking action and initiative and proactivity in regards to if you are to be successful, in regards to your career in particular. So if you've been worried, should I start this project or no? How is it going to impact my social, my social image and reputation? Or should I take the risk and go for that career rather than for that? Well, actually Mars is in your 10th house is going to be supporting you in that direction to take more risks, to be more adventurous, to pioneer new approaches to your career, new approaches to the projects and to the responsibilities, worldly responsibilities you have. And 10th house is your leadership abilities. So by the end of this process, by August, by confronting throughout this period some kind of a more demanding, critical situation in regards to career, more fierce workload, intense leadership challenges. By the end of that process, you'd have proven yourself a much more competent, a much more willful, a much more strong-willed leader. So anyone who is in leadership positions, who is Aquarius, for example, you might have your own business, or you might be the boss of two or three people, or you might be in an authority position towards your children. Even if you're not some career climbing, obsessed person, it's anything which is about establishing and improving your authority. You'll be able to do it. You'll be forced if you're resisting it. If you've always tried to take the second role and be somewhere hidden in the background, like the circumstances will force you to be in such center stage, kind of very responsible positions, because the 10th house is the highest house in the horoscope, the most visible one, where it's above our head when you are born, basically where the sun reaches the highest point. And your 10th house is about how you can shine there by fulfilling your worldly responsibility, your career, your leadership, by establishing your leadership. So you have a chance to, even to move forward on the social ladder over the next few months. And by January, by August, the end of August 2016, you must have a more strongly established authority position, or even a higher position career-wise, like a promotion, but it will only be achieved through your personal hard work. It will only be achieved by mobilizing a lot of your resources and putting them fully into this workload, because lots of responsibilities will come your way, believe me. And often some of them will be kind of critical, will require very crisis ability to react, crisis management, crisis authority skills that you have to implement. And there might be quite a few different things because Mars is very hectic energy. I remember a client of mine had Mars retrograde in the 10th house. Oh boy, he was working till 12 o'clock in the office, constantly with very pushy, because 10th house is also authority figures, with bosses that were very demanding, that were pressing his buttons, that were requiring extra and extra from him, because this is Mars. Mars is where the soldier is. And how is the soldier trained? How is the bodybuilder trained? How is willpower developed? By constant, extra and extra putting energy and efforts there. So you will be, and by the end of this process, my client, thanks to that project that continued for 5-6 months while Mars was in his 10th house, he managed to win his partnership, ability to go for a partner after that a year later. But they said that through his efforts that he's put in the career, those 5-6 months, that's exactly what won him the partnership case. So what I say, that you have a unique ability through your personal efforts, hard work, to improve your authority, to climb the social ladder. And there might be, as I said, some conflicts with authority figure, father figure, people in positions, people like government structures, if you have your own business, if you don't have a boss above you, or if you're your own boss with no one above you, then you are put to pressure to prove your authority. So in such a demanding way, but you can fulfill a lot of projects, you can get a lot of projects done, which require mobilizing your energy again, which require you to be very proactive. But all in all, it can be extremely productive period for you, for your social, for your social reputation, for where you get ahead in life, and you can bring in new ways, innovative ways of tackling your career or career problems, or tackling your reputation, or building up your higher reputation and visibility, and building higher prestige in society or in your career, and almost like having a breakthrough in such matters. But be as initiative as possible. And you probably in February are going to start feeling the pressure building up. You're going to start feeling the workload building up. You're going to start feeling the responsibilities, especially leadership responsibilities, where you have to, follow through step by step, building up. And probably they might ease out for a little bit, and they'll come back again into the spring for people that are in the northern hemisphere, or the autumn for the southern hemisphere people. The 10th house, Mars from the 10th house makes a difficult aspect to your 4th house, which is family, so it can create some stress in your personal life at the same time. Obviously, that's quite logical, because if you're going to be putting so much energy out there, your private life might feel a little bit, under pressure, your family life, or even in extreme cases, some conflict with parents. And it can create but it can make you very self-promoting as well, because Mars in the highest place in the horoscope wants to be visited, wants to be appreciated, wants to prove, highly competitive as well, because Mars also aspects your ascendant. The ascendant is you, aspects Aquarius for a big part in February, then comes back again in May, June, July. So makes you highly competitive in a way, self-promoting. So any kind of, if you need some self-promotion, you'll be able to do it for the next few months. And even physically more energizes, vitalizes the physical energy. And obviously, if you're going to be so busy with worldly responsibilities and leadership authorities, you need the physical energy to get stimulated, and the ambition and the competitiveness that Mars does bring you when it aspects the 1st house as well. Okay, so that's, and Mars sends a very special aspect to the 5th house cusp, which is children. That's the ancient Vedic aspect. And the 5th house there is children, so there might be some stresses with children. There might be more competitiveness or butting heads, or they might get more proactive themselves in their life. Or you might become more initiative about pursuing creative projects yourself, because 5th house is creative projects, or pregnancy. You might even try to involve any kind of willpower or physical exercise or whatever in order to help with those, procreative or whatever methods. So anyway, that's overall Mars being strongly in your 10th house for a big part of 2016. And then we're going to talk about Mars also triggering your 12th house and going retrograde there next month. But at the same time, let's focus only on February. Well, this is your month, Aquarius, obviously, because the sun is in the sign of Aquarius. So it's a personal restart for you, a personal revitalization of your physical and energetic and astral energy, because when the sun comes back to its original position, this is when we become revitalized. And especially those of you who are Aquarius born around the 8th, 9th, around the 8th, 9th, possibly even the 7th and 10th of February, especially 8th and 9th, they have on their birthday new moon. The sun and the moon join together on those days in 2016. So if you're born around those days, 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9, 10th of February, believe me, 2016 or the year from 2016, your birthday, to your birthday in 2017, will be a very big new beginning in your life, will be a total restart for your life. Because when the new moon, the female and the male join together on your birthday, something new is being born in a big way. For example, when I had a new moon on my birthday, exactly this is when I started my astrology career 6 years ago. It was a huge big beginning for me, so get ready for that. But all of you Aquarius, now in February and the last 10 days of January, you're giving... there is an energetic imprinting of the tasks and directions for you for the next 12 months. So a lot of you might get an inspiration to act, to start something new, for new beginnings, whether it's a new physical routine, whether it's a new personal goal, whether it's a new business project, whatever. It's new beginnings. You have the green light. After the 20th of January to around the 20th of February, the green light to start anything new. The sun is revitalizing you there, and even to point down what ideas come to you, because the sun is the divine intelligence, and when it transits your sign Aquarius, you're given glimpses into what divine intelligence wants from you, inspirations from above. I often get my best ideas around my birthday, a month before or the month of the birthday. And usually for the next 12 months or a few years after that, I work on those ideas. So put those down, even start making the first steps towards them. Or if you don't have the resources yet to do, surely make a mental note of those ideas that come to your opportunities now in February, because you have the chance to unfold them over the next 12 months. And then Venus and Mercury from the middle of February enter also Aquarius, which is fantastic. From some kind of hidden communications or socializing, it becomes much more to the front of the agenda. So you will become, first of all, much more communicative, much more articulate Aquarius when Mercury is in your sign from the middle of February. Also, when Venus enters Aquarius, this is when we get prettier. Every time Venus transits my ascendant Aquarius, even without knowing, I don't follow the planet, I don't know them by heart, and I'm like, I'm at the hairdresser. I never go at the hairdresser. Let me check. Oh, Venus is transiting my ascendant sign, or my sun sign, or my moon sign. Always Venus spurs us to self-pamper, to do something that is about self-love, about beautifying, about bringing some, self-balance. Makes us more diplomatic. And Mercury not only charming. Venus makes you charming, more attractive, diplomatic. Mercury makes you more articulate, so you can be very attractive to the opposite sex. So overall, to others with this Mercury and Venus, very charismatic combination in your ascendant, in our ascendant or sun or moon, in Aquarius. So take advantage of that. If you have some important conversations to do them after from around the middle of February, when when Mercury goes into, basically from around the 14th of February, when Mercury goes into Aquarius. In the early March, if you do any presentations, any negotiations, any business deal, which is all Mercury stuff, any contacts, they'll pass and they'll run through much smoother when Mercury is in Aquarius. And they'll be triggered as well. Anything to do with beauty, with love, with relationships, with charming others, with attracting others is Venus. So Venus goes into Aquarius from around the 18th of February. So after 18th of February, we Aquarius can, benefit a lot from those Venusian attractiveness and attract such Venusian things like pampering, more pleasure in our life for a few weeks. So thank you very much, Aquarius. Hope that was helpful for you. And you still have the opportunity, Jupiter and the North Node are together in your 8th house, very close together. This is a wish-fulfilling combination. And 8th house is investment, money, finances, resources that come to you through others. So you have a unique chance to basically to manifest more easily when it comes to attracting either loans or help or support or resources from others, or if you've invested money in something, to see returns on that, or if someone owes you money as well, or to kind of do some investments which are productive, and to sort out taxes and inheritances in a smooth way as well. So thank you very much, Aquarius. Subscribe to my channel and tune in for the March videos to see what will Mars do when it's retrograde in your 11th house and then comes back into your 10th house. Thank you.